Who's the publisher?
HarperCollins. So I met.
And that's for better than that.
I met Dr. Professor
Yes.
Robert Thurman a
Yes.
couple of years ago, and we were put in a room and told that we had to talk. And when I explained to him my vision of clean, he, I'll let him tell you what he thought.
What about clean? Well, it's part of the new American Revolution, or let's say the renewal of the American Revolution. Alejandro's clean. Alejandro came up to us from South America, and he really gave us the global vision of the world of the planet's body and its lymphatic system of the hospitals that are poisoned, and they in fact are supposed to be cleansing the planetary body, but they themselves are poisoned. So he really shared that vision with me, and I immediately realized that was really something. And that is it, and it fit very closely with my vision of the medicine Buddha, the blue Buddha that emanates on the planet to help Shakyamuni Buddha, spread his teaching so people will be able to be healthy enough to learn it and understand it and do the yoga of it, so they'll become free of suffering. In the sense that the medicine Buddha releases these rays of blue healing light around the world. And people need to encounter that, because our industrial culture that we live in, I don't say civilization, I say culture, our industrial culture that we're living in now is toxic, it's cancerous, it's carcinogenic in itself. It is like growing and growing madly like a machine without regarding the health of its host. And it's killing its host, the planet, and all of the people on it, and all of the beings on it. And so we have to cleanse the planet. And in fact, many people, even scientific people, I think, have kind of given up. They think it's sort of impossible. They think it's too late. That even you stopped the carbon dioxide release into the atmosphere, that global warming has already gone on to an exponential, inevitable trend. But this is not true. Because in addition to the material changes that could be done and can be done and will be done, because we now are all waking up, there also is the cleaning power of the enlightened beings. And there's like an invisible power that is much more greater, like the gods, the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas. And they have power to change things from inside the subatomic particle, from inside the energy of everything, quantum transformation. And for the individual to align themselves with that, of course, they have to follow Alejandro's prescription. And they see his clear-cut critique of the industrial savagery and the industrial disaster that is being inflicted on this planet, along with the militarism and the commercialism, the apotheosis of greed and hatred. And he clearly and critically discerns that and articulates it beautifully and scientifically. But then he gives us a practical method of what to do, how to detoxify our own system, to re-empower our own body.
And what was your experience, Professor, when you did the clean program yourself?
My experience was, Alejandro really nudged me past the point of no return on dairy. And I really gave it up. And I got into, he and his friend Xavier made me this beautiful nut milk with Brazil nuts and cashews and a little bit of nut honey, agave, and it was really delicious. I couldn't believe that this produced like a milk-like thing from my infantile nursing habit. And I completely got away from the dairy, which was a huge release to my system, and began to clear up my sinuses. I began to lose weight. Then I was working on the red meat. I quit. Also, he got me to quit the red meat. I'm a horrible redneck, and even now, I've reached the point of pure vegan by continuing on that path and reinforcing it with all kinds of, Alejandro's brotherhood, you could call it. The brotherhood of the renegade doctors, the good doctors, who are saving this planet, saving our health, so we can be the workers to help save the planet. So it was really fabulous effect on me, Then, I get so busy, I don't really follow it so fully as I should. I'm going to go again into a further, longer one, and that will, I'm confident that I will be able to live. The Dalai Lama challenged me recently. I have to stay on this planet with him until I'm 107 and he's 113, if necessary. Really, we'd rather change bodies into nice new ones in the 90s or late 80s normally. But since this may be a hard road here, we may have to stick around. I've got to make it past 100 possibly. In which case, without clean and without vegan proper eating, I'll never make it. So I'm eternally grateful to mi amigo Alejandro. And all of you should follow his prescription.
Thank you. Thank you.